I believe in you. I just want you to believe in you. That's the missing piece for most of us. Real inner knowingness, real self-belief in our abilities as individuals to create the life that we want. With real true self-belief comes personal agency. That comes our ability to take the actions necessary to create all the desired outcomes that we have, to create the most positive mindset and most positive internal state of being, and ultimately find ourselves riding this wave of life every day and enjoying it. But instead, most of us are stuck paddling upstream, stressed, exhausted, apprehensive towards doing things that we know would serve our greater good and make us better individuals. If there's any apprehension, if there's any complacency, if there's any of the just not for me, they're different. Their ride was different. They had things handed to them. This is the hand that I'm dealt. It is what it is. We all have that inner dialogue, that negative disposition that keeps us limited. And it's because of all these societal limiting beliefs that are instilled upon us, and this need to just, again, conform and do what everyone else does. But we have to shed that negative disposition and generate true self-belief. But that can only be done you can only manufacture true knowingness, true self-belief. You can't just say, I believe in myself to create the life that I want, and then it just happens. Because when you say those things and you believe it, you're going to have the necessary personal agency to back it. You're going to take the actions to create the life that you want. But if you just hear this and say, I believe in myself, then what are you doing? Seriously, run your daily audit, and what are you moving towards every single day? What is your belief about this ride that you're on? What is the destination that you are trying to reach by the actions you're taking every single day? The proof is always going to be in the pudding, okay? Depending upon what you do, that is going to be a direct correlation to your internal state of being and the internal self-belief that you have. We will always follow through on who we believe ourselves to be. So what is your belief? And your belief should be somewhere along the lines of, I'm limitless. Whatever I want, I'm going to get. I'm going to take the action necessary to create the life that I want. And I'm not going to stop until I get there. That's what I deserve. And I don't want to have the bill of regret later on down the road, knowing that I left everything on the table on this one ride that I have. That's the thing, guys, is like we walk around just on autopilot all day. And again, it's because it's what everyone else does. It's like what's normal. So I'm no different than this guy or this guy. The ones that are successful, they had it easy. They got lucky or fortunate. They were just brought into the right situation. None of that's for me. No. This is who I am. This is the hand I was dealt. So be it. That's a lack of belief. And that's who you've been up to this point. But when you put in the work, your mindset switches from the known, which is your past, the person you've been up to this point, into the unknown, your future, the life that you're supposed to have through the actions and the personal agency that you take every day. That missing piece is true inner self-belief. If you do not believe in yourself, Again, you can say it all you want, but the actions you take are going to really dictate and tell you how you feel about yourself. Either if you don't have belief in yourself, you're going to keep living in the past. This is who I've been, this is the situation I've got, yada, yada, fucking yada. We all have that inner dialogue until we do the work necessary to rid ourselves of it. And then once you do the work, the future is bright. You've got your whole future in front of you, and you're going to create it because you know you can. And that's why, like, just starting, having a consistent routine is the foundation necessary to create true self-belief. If you don't have a routine, if you don't do things to develop who you are and grow as an individual, then you're never going to be able to manufacture true self-belief. But self-belief is absolutely pertinent and necessary on this journey, because if you lack belief in yourself, when things get hard, you haven't built a strong enough foundation to see things through. So you pack it in and you go back to that. Yeah, I see. Then again, it bump in the road, shit got hard, wasn't for me. Let's just go back to the things I was doing before. Let's just go back to the life I was living. I gave it a shot. Like I tried, but this that happened. It's not for me. No, it's supposed to be hard. It's going to be hard. But when you put in the work on yourself and you build the strong enough foundation to see things through, and then ultimately, that's my dog. Jobin, please no more outburst. He attacked my cat. No, but whenever you create the necessary mindset and that you have self-belief, you're unstoppable. So let's kind of look at it like this. Getting up early in the morning. Let's just start there. I'm not a morning person. Okay? That's who you've been up to this point. That's a lack of belief in yourself. You don't even believe that you can get up early because you haven't been a morning person up to this point. But you best believe at any time you could become a morning person. I guess Job's getting all riled up too. So we'll go back to and imagine that. Let's just hypothetically, you get up tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Get a great start to the day. Go for a walk. Get some, whatever. You can, go for a walk. Get a lift in, read a chapter, meditate. I mean, there's so many fucking things that you can do to start creating momentum for your day, but it's just step by step, day by day. You get up, and then you prove to yourself right there that you can do it. Is it going to be easy? No. It's especially you're just getting started. Why would it be easy? It's going to be hard. Everything is going to be hard before it gets easy. But guess what? You already proven to yourself now that you can. So next day, 2 days from now, is it gonna? No, it's still gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough. But you've already proven that you can do it. So get up and do it again. Get up before the sun rises. Start working on your routine. Whatever that entails. There's so many things that we can do to develop ourselves. Mind, body, spirit. The world is your oyster. But just be productive. Do things that serve you as an individual. We're talking about virtues in life, not vices. Get out, go for the walk, get a sweat in, read a book, put the fucking phone down. Production. Manufacturing dopamine instead of consuming it. Okay, now you've done it again. Get up and do it again the next day. And the next day. Keep fucking going. You keep moving forward. Sooner or later, that getting up at 5 a.m. is going to be a part of you. It's going to be habitually ingrained in you. You now are a morning person. You've done it. You've reset your circadian rhythm to where, shit, I don't even have to wait for an alarm. I'm just getting up and rolling out of bed, feeling fucking good. Let's ride, baby. Cooking with gas. I'm telling you, when you get up early in the morning and start the day off right, there's only one way to win this race, and that's to get off to a good start. Period. So why don't you do it? I'm telling you, once you do, you now believe in yourself and your ability to do so. That's step one. But it starts with belief. It starts with a knowingness that you can. And then once you just crack that code, okay, guess what? I've gotten up early, went for a jog, got a little sweat in. What else can I do? Then you add the next thing. You add the next thing. And then another thing. And enough time and enough consistency accompanied with the momentum you have now created for yourself, sooner or later you're going to be able to look back and be like, dog, I have made changes. I do believe in my ability to do so. And once you have a belief in yourself to create change and create the life that you want, you become unstoppable. You then have personal agency. You know that you are capable of taking the necessary actions to create whatever it is that you want in this life. That's why self-belief is so important and so vital to creating the necessary foundation, because somewhere along that road, this self-development journey, it's going to shift from just a consistent morning routine to actually directing time and energy and effort to your purpose in life. So again, some people maybe know what their purpose is, but some of us don't. You know, I've said I didn't know. I didn't know what my true calling and my true purpose in life was. I started with just a consistent routine and bettering myself every day, and then through meditation, early rising, like just quiet presence, no distractions. It just, God talked to me. It was like, and that's the next level, guys. Like, when we do the necessary things to create the life that we want, we take a step back and rid ourselves of all the distractions and really focus in on peace, calm, and presence. And that's when the magic happens. That's when we start to see things differently, feel things differently. Synchronicities are this inner voice that we have starts to change, and we start to put these puzzle pieces together and realize that, wow, there is so much more to this than what I used to think, what I used to believe, the person I used to be. Because again, with that self-belief comes a knowingness that this shit is crazy, yo. It's so fascinating. It is so profound what is going on here. It's beautiful. But we have to believe in ourselves. And once we have a belief in ourselves, God is going to be right there giving you attaboys along the way. Keep going. Keep going. I see you. And you will feel it. That's when the real game of life begins. If you know, you know. If you don't, it's time to get to work. No breaks, guys. Click like, subscribe. Enjoy the ride.